Oh boy.
Well, let us start with the fact that hundreds of people were already predicting how this song was going to sound before it was released, and some of them were even right. And if this doesn't say anything to you yet, to me it sounds like everybody is making fun of Sabrina Carpenter and basically saying that she's too predictable with her music. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today let us take a few minutes to talk about Sabrina Carpenter's new single Manchild, which is raising a lot of eyebrows, especially on TikTok. So Sabrina Carpenter may have been so popular at the talk of the town recently with her hit songs like Please Please Please, Espresso, Juno, and some others, and honestly these were good songs, but it looks like she's catching some heat with her new one Manchild, so bad that she's being accused of ripping off other songs and not being original. So let us get into it. First of all, like I said, many people on TikTok were predicting how the song was going to sound before the release, and some of them got it right, and it is never a good sign, because for people to call your music predictable as an artist, it is never a win, it is a loss. So many people are starting to say that all her songs sound the same, and I understand that she has a specific type of music that she makes, but it is starting to get boring even for her fans, because there's no flexibility or even surprise when it comes to her, which makes it all boring and creates no excitement when it comes to all the new music she will be releasing. When it comes to this, it is not actually Sabrina Carpenter facing this issue alone. It seems to be a problem shared by all the new generation artists like Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, Tyla, and more. And when you look at it, nobody stays relevant for a long time when their music is being called predictable or that it sounds the same. But this is what people had to say when it comes to Sabrina. One person said that she's spot on, talking about the person who was predicting how Manchild would sound, saying that Sabrina Carpenter is so predictable. Another person said that this sounds like every single thing I've heard from her. All the songs sound the same. She needs a new producer. This was disappointing. Why most of her songs sound the same? She needs a new sound, I fear. And no hate, but this pretty much her entire catalog. You know it is bad when you can predict it. LOL. Well, there are so many people who predicted the song. You can check the videos out on TikTok. There are many, but being predictable is not the only issue here, because some people are actually realizing that this song is not even that original, because it sounds very much like other songs, especially Good Luck Babe by Chappell. Roan. Let me know what you think when you listen to both songs. More people are comparing Manchild to other songs like Busy Woman, 15 Minutes, and many more. It is basically a mess. There are not so many positive things being said about this song. Well, some are against the song, some support it. Let us see what different people had to say. Remember to let me know what you think yourself. Thank you for watching.
Manchild just proved my argument that Sabrina Carpenter writes the exact opposite of timeless music. Hear me out. Because I really do think that there is something to this song coming off of this widespread wake-up call that women are having, where women are noticing and being vigilant against weaponized incompetence. It's another instance to me of how acutely tuned in she and her team are to the young heterosexual woman's experience. Because another great example of this was back in Short and Sweet when she dropped Dumb and Poetic. Like, that was coming off this widespread movement of women waking up to and noticing weaponized therapy speak. How women were clocking that men were using sensitivity and poetry and art as this wolf in sheep's clothing. So I will strongly argue that I don't think she writes timeless music. In fact, like, her stuff is so vernacular, like there's so much modern ideas and such modern language in them that I would actually argue it's not timeless, it's actually timely, to the point where I think you could easily craft teaching American feminism in the 2010s through Sabrina Carpenter music college class. You know what I mean? Anyway, talk to me down in the comments. Like, talk to me about like other instances where you see this in her work. I freaking love her stuff. Keep it curious and hang in there, y'all.
Manchild is the song of the summer. Every single person that's saying that it's not, prepare for a couple weeks later, they're going to be posting it all over their Instagram stories. This is just a tale as old as time. It happens every single time, specifically a female artist gets to this level of success, where it becomes more cool to criticize them than it is to say you love their work. Sabrina is the definition of it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. She's been around in the industry for a very long time. But it is safe to say that she really exploded with Short and Sweet, specifically with Espresso. And there's just this pattern at this point that is glaringly obvious if you pay attention to a female celebrity who is like on the up and up. Everyone is obsessed with them. Everyone wants to be like the first to say like, I loved her. I loved her since Emails I Can't Send. I loved her since the Disney days, you know, for Sabrina Carpenter. People love to be the first to love something. It's like claiming your territory of, I knew this was cool before it was cool. Chappell Roan is a great example of this with Pink Pony Club. There are people who have loved that song for years and then got a little bit upset when it started to become mainstream. There's like this sweet spot for an artist where when they are first starting to blow up, everyone is obsessed with them and they're claiming their stake of, oh, I knew them before they were cool. I knew them before this. I've been a fan for a long time. Everyone's obsessed with their music. Everyone's loving it. Think of Short and Sweet. Everyone was wanting to go to that tour. It has like a shelf life of about a year before people start to criticize them because it's cooler to criticize than it is to celebrate. Because now that this person is so popular, it's more unique to say that you don't like their next song or their next album or whatever, that they're not as good as they used to be. Really reminds me of being like in elementary school when somebody would talk about loving chocolate or vanilla and there's that person that's like, well, I like strawberry. Okay. I think the most interesting thing about this whole idea is that if you love an artist and you love their work, why would you not want them to be successful? Why would you not want them to be as successful as possible to ensure that they don't stop making music? Because you do realize if that's going to be their job, they need to be able to be successful so that they can make a living off of it. I know that this is not just subjective to women in the entertainment industry, but it definitely seems like it's a little bit more prevalent for them. And let me be clear, everyone is entitled to their opinion. You do not have to like a song just because it's from an artist that you like. You are allowed to have your own opinions and preferences with anything. That being said, I just want to make it clear that it does not make you any cooler to not like something now that it's mainstream or popular. A lot of people said the same thing they're saying about Manchild, about Espresso, and look how that song turned out. It was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. Everyone was obsessed with it. It was the song of the summer. I think this is going to be similar. And a lot of the people that are talking bad about it now are going to be posting it all over their Instagram stories when they're at her concert in a couple of months. The people that really wanted tickets weren't able to get them. That's always fun to see. Toodaloo.
The reason people don't like Sabrina Carpenter's new Manchild song is because they don't get it. And I stand by that. So many people are trying to take Sabrina Carpenter's newer music as like serious. What she's doing is having fun. She's being camp. She is literally saying exactly what she means and making it just a fun experience to listen to. The music video is extremely fun to watch. There's so many like metaphors and symbolism in the like music video. You need to watch it if you haven't. This woman is notorious for her dry humor, for her sarcasm, for her on the nose jokes. She's a funny girl. Okay, she's gonna have her emotional, down-to-earth, really serious albums and moments and songs. But sometimes the goal is just to have fun, to hit the nail on the head, get the girlies singing and dancing. Also, when have we ever listened to a song one time and then decided how we feel about it? You have to hear a song multiple times, really understand the lyrics before you start forming your opinions on whether it's a good song or not. I've been a Sabrina Carpenter girly for years now, and I will never stop, and I'm gonna eat this song up because the girlies who get it, that's all.